Okay, Mark the Stampede here. Tonight I'm going to be testing out the 8BitDo controller, the new one, the Pro2 Bluetooth Gamepad, I believe is the full name. So I think some sort of like things to show you. So it's a lot like, so it's not really like the Pro controller. It has some of the advantages of the Pro controller. I think I like that it has like a lot of the Super Nintendo like controllers it has. It has the actual home button, right? Which is cool. And all the other the trigger buttons for two bumpers and two triggers. So that's good. It is the so it's like this is a Super Nintendo. This is not an original Super Nintendo controller. This is one from this SNES Mini, but it's got the button set up like that, the YXBA, right? The D-pad. Whoopsie. So hold on. But the actual, and then the sticks are more like a PS5 or a like a DualShock or a DualSense controller, right? And sort of like the triggers kind of come out more like that. But the bumpers are more like a Super Nintendo. So and if you look on the back, you can't really see, but it's got the grippies. It's not just a smooth back. It's got the grippies that are on the new PlayStation Xbox controllers, which is really nice. So it just feels a little bit more premium and feels a little bit more textured in your hand. It also has these like extra buttons that a lot of Switch controllers have. I guess for programming macros too. So now I'm gonna turn. I'm gonna turn off this now. My camera. You can't really see, but there is a little bit of like texture on the wheels or the control sticks as well. I don't think you can see that, but that's nice. That's one thing I like about the new Xbox controller. I don't have a new Xbox, but I have a new Xbox controller. But if you also don't know if you can see, the face buttons are a little bit raised compared to like they're kind of raised to the height of like the Super Nintendo controller. And they're really fast response buttons. They're feels much more like a Super Nintendo or a PlayStation controller compared to a regular, or I guess the Pro controller compared to a regular, like a GameCube controller and Xbox controller. All right, let's turn the camera off now. Don't need that anymore. Okay, so now let's test it out. I'm gonna play some Pac-Man. I was playing this Pac-Man earlier tonight, Pac-Man 89, on the Pro controller, and I just found the D-pad on the Pro controller is a little bit mushy. I like the response of the D-pads of I think the best one is like the Super Nintendo ones. I guess the original NES is a little bit rough on you, but I never was really into I always thought that the Xbox D-pads were too mushy, and I never liked the disconnectedness of the PlayStation controllers. Okay, that was just me talking. But this feels a little bit nicer to me. Maybe it'll be different. Let's do a rematch. It feels a little bit nicer to me, this D-pad, than the Pro controller. In terms of like what controllers I usually use, I almost always use for pretty much every game. For most games on the Switch, I'm playing with a Pro controller. unless I'm playing Smash Brothers, then I'll use the Smash Brothers controller. Or if I'm playing if I'm playing like a Nintendo game, I will use, like, if I'm playing in the Switch Online, I'll use the Nintendo controller. And then I have, like, with the 8BitDo, their version of the Super Nintendo controller, like I think it's called the SN30 or something. And if I'm playing like a Super Nintendo game, I'll use that. But even when I'm playing like, um, what do you? Even when I'm playing like a Neo Geo game that uses the D-pad, I guess those are mostly fighting games. I'm usually using the Pro controller. I don't. I can't think of. I think the 8BitDo, like SN, or the Pro, or the feels pretty similar to this. I don't know. It's hard to tell because I haven't played that exclusive. I haven't played that in a while because I haven't just played just the Super Nintendo game. I feel like that was I don't know. Maybe it's the same, but feel like I remember it being a little bit better. But maybe it's not. Maybe it's just my imagination. Oh man, that's slowing me down a lot. But I do think that this is not as mushy as the Pro controller, which is pretty disappointing because Nintendo has always, like I said, always been the D-pad of choice. I think, right? You don't want any other D-pads. It's also the first that I've ever been playing this Pac-Man 99. I don't know much. I haven't really got it all down yet. Okay, it slows you down a lot. Okay, show one more round. But a thing that I dislike about, like, I have the NES Switch Online controllers. I don't know why you can't hear any of the. It's weird. I wonder if there's something wrong with the audio on the Elgato audio is going through for some reason. First, it was the. Look at that next. Bizarre. It's not coming through. It's weird. All right. Okay, let me just see if I can fix this on the fly real quick. Weird. Sure, the audio's not coming through the game capture. Okay. Okay. Nope. Oh, that's messing it up. Alright, okay. Alright, so stop the stream again.